33 miles away, Qumran stands on a white terrace of marl, 100 feet or so above the road, slightly more than a mile and a quarter from the Dead Sea. The ruins themselves are not very prepossessing. One is first struck by a tower. 2 floors of wealth remain intact, with walls 3 feet thick, obviously built initially with defense in mind. Adjacent to the tower are a number of cisterns, large and small, connected by a complicated network of water channels. Some may have been used for ritual bathing. Most, however, if not all, would have been used to store the water the Qumran community needed to survive here in the desert between the ruins and the dead. See on the lower levels of the Marl terrace lies an immense cemetery of some 1,200 graves. Each is marked by a long mound of stones aligned contrary to both Judaic and Muslim practice, north-south. Even today, Qumran feels remote, though several hundred people live in a nearby kibbutz, and the place can be reached quickly and easily by a modern road running to Jerusalem. A divide of some 20 miles and 40 minutes, day and night. Huge articulated lorries thunder along the road, which links Eilat in the extreme south of Israel with Tiberias in the north. Tourist buses stop regularly, discouraging sweating Western Europeans and Americans who are guided briefly around the ruins, then to an air-conditioned bookshop and restaurant for coffee and cakes. There are, of course, numerous military vehicles, but one also sees private cars, both Israeli and Arab, with their different coloured number plates. One even sees the occasional boy racer in a loud, badly built Detroit monster, whose speed appears limited only by the width of the road. The Israeli army is, needless to say, constantly in sight. This, after all, is the West Bank, and the Jordanians are only a few miles away across the Dead Sea. Patrols run day and night, cruising at 5 miles per hour, scrutinizing everything. Small lorries, usually with 3 heavy machine guns on the back, soldiers upright behind them. These patrols will stop to check the cars and ascertain the precise whereabouts of anyone exploring the area or excavating on the cliffs or in the caves. The visitor quickly learns to wave to make sure the troops see him and acknowledge his presence. It is dangerous to come upon them too suddenly or to act in any fashion that might strike them as furtive or suspicious. The kibbutz Kalia is a 10-minute walk from Qumran, up a short road from the ruins. There are 2 small schools for the local children, a large communal refectory or housing units, resembling motels for overnight tourists, but this is still a military zone. The kibbutz is surrounded by barbed wire and locked at night.